and try to make a life and defended them, or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues. And yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object, to little babies being bombed. And where I come down on that is I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those things are of God. And I'm a church girl too, and those are the things that I was taught were of God. And so I'm not. My show had value, and that I'm sorry that that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And I say this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And that it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby, or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted, and not just Black folks, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country, like my parents.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Barbecue Culture. So, in today's episode, we are covering political commentator and TV host Joy Reid, who has been fired from her role at MSNBC, where she hosted the REIDOUT or Ride Out. Not sure how she pronounces it, but this decision comes as a part of NBC's ongoing programming restructuring. MSNBC the president, Rebecca Coulter, expressed gratitude for Reid's contributions in a memo to staff. She said the following: "We thank Joy Reid for her many years of service." Reid's final episode aired on Monday. Reid's work earned her numerous prestigious accolades, including the 2025 NAACP Image Award for Outstanding News Series. So going forward, rotating anchors will fill the hour previously hosted by Reid. In a message posted on Blue Sky, and Blue Sky, for the record, is a social media platform that was created by Twitter, or X, as part of an initiative to explore and develop decentralized social networks. So on Blue Sky, Reid expressed her gratitude to those who had reached out with support. She said the following, and we quote, "I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has reached out with kindness and encouragement, both personally and in these social media streets. So very proud of the Read Out team, who are truly family, and all of our supporters and friends." Reid, as an African American woman, has been a strong advocate for progressive politics, and a vocal critic of Donald Trump, the current president of the United States. During a Zoom interview with the organization Win with Black Women on Monday, Reid became emotional as she spoke about the anger and disappointment she felt from losing her job. As she was fighting back tears, she said, "Ultimately, where I've landed today is just gratitude, not just because people have taken the time to reach out or support me, but because my show had value." Above all, she said she had no regrets about speaking out on topics such as the Black Lives Matter movement and opposing the war in Gaza. We quote the following: uh, she said, I have no apologies for standing up for those causes because they align with what is right. Reid's departure removes one of the most prominent African American women from the network at a time when the Trump administration has been critical of diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) policies. Longtime MSNBC host Rachel Maddow expressed her disbelief following the news, calling Reid's dismissal indefensible. She said, and we quote I believe it's a huge mistake to let her go. It's also troubling to see that on a network where we have only two non-white hosts in prime time, both of them are losing their show, along with Katie Fang on the weekends. MSNBC also canceled the following show, the Katie Fang show, as part of its restructuring, and they also canceled Jose Diaz-Balart's report. However, both Fang and Jose Diaz-Balart, who are respectively Asian and Latino, will remain at the network, according to a memo from Cutler, who is the president of MSNBC, as we said earlier. In a Truth Social post on Sunday, the president, Trump, 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump, celebrated Reid's firing while taking aim at the network. Trump wrote, and we quote, "Low-life chairman of Comcast instead of Comcast, Brian Roberts, owner of ratings challenged NBC and MSNBC. Instead of saying MSNBC, he said MSDNC. This is the Democratic Party, has finally found the guts to fire one of the least talented people in television, the mentally obnoxious racist Joy Reid. Given her ratings, which were almost non-existent, she should have been fired long ago, along with everyone else at the network." End quote. In addition to this change, the network is making other adjustments, including moving Simone Sanders Townsend, Michael Steele, and Alicia Menendez, who currently co-host The Weekend, to a new weekday program. Meanwhile, Jen Psaki, former White House press secretary under the Biden administration, has been promoted to a primetime weekday slot. The African American community is outraged about the firing of Joy Reid, blaming everything on racism. Assuming this is true, the real question is how many of the community have been watching Joy Reid's show since it's been on air. The guess is not that many, because if the black community had supported or had been watching Joy Reid's show, she would still be on air right now, because apparently part of the reason why she was fired is because the numbers weren't there, the views didn't follow, so they had to cut her out. That is our opinion. Let us know what you think about this in a comment below. As always, we love you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.